Maybe you have seen it already. My book Hands-on Mobile App Testing is available in the second edition. If you'd like to know more about the book, follow this link. If you have any kind of questions to the book, let me know. And if you'd like to support me, get the book and learn everything about mobile testing. Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel Software Testing. My name is Knott and I'm happy that you're here. In today's video I have another interview partner and his name is Jonas Menesklou from askUI. In the interview I'm asking Jonas why he founded the company askUI and what is the purpose of the company. So let's take a look at the interview, have fun and enjoy it. Hi Jonas, thanks for coming in for the interview today. How about you introduce yourself to my audience?
Hey Daniel, sure. So my name is Jonas. I'm the CEO and co-founder of askUI. And basically, we are enabling developers to build an automated digital world. We do that by providing UI automation solution, rather a framework right now. And basically, our vision is to free humans from being robots. My background, maybe I studied industrial engineering and management, more on a focus on IT security. Then after that, switched more into the QA field and happy to be there.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Thank you. Thanks for introducing. So what was actually your idea of founding askUI? So was there a particular reason you stumbled upon something during university time, or so what was the reason that you had the idea to found it?
It's quite an interesting story. So originally the idea not really came from my side, but rather from my co-founder Dominic, which I met at university. But we both, Dominic and myself, worked previously in software companies, and we both had a common that we also worked with test automation there and had the issue that testing is still a bottleneck in today's software development, as I'm sure you all know. And after working with modern AI technologies at the university, we just said to ourselves, okay, so there must be a better way. Why cannot we adapt like modern UI computer vision technologies to enable a better test automation solution? And then we just started to try out different things, talking to a lot of QA engineers and software developers, and then came up with the product, like iterate through it a long time, and then came up with the one it is today.
Great. Yeah, that's actually a good way, right? You stumble upon a problem during your university time, and then it's a great story. Thanks for sharing that. And how did you end up in software testing? Was it more like you were looking for like a working student job, and that was like, hey, there's a company, we have a student, you can do some testing activities, or?
Yeah, kind of. Actually, I was a working student at a company in software development. And one part of that was software testing as well. And for me, it was a lot of manual testing in the beginning. And from Dominic's side, he was also a software developer. So he was like already working full time, and they wanted to have a test engineer basically in the team. But it didn't work out as expected. And there we had some like the issues with the software test automation there. And then we said, all right, let's do it better, basically.
Cool. You mentioned the name askUI and the way of AI software applications or software development. So what are the key benefits of askUI?
Yeah, so basically this all comes from the approach we're taking. So askUI just uses screenshots for selecting elements and uses modern computer vision technologies. Like basically you as a human understand, okay, this is a login button. We teach an AI to understand that as well. And that enabled us to like be completely independent of code selectors. And that's with all the advantages from that, like come from that. So we don't differentiate, for example, between iframe, shadow DOM, or even canvas elements. So everything which is visible for your human eye on the UI is automatable. That of course also allows us for like desktop automation, native mobile apps. Like think of it like giving vision to your code, or like enable your code to see, basically.
Okay. Sounds interesting. I can already hear some people saying, "Oh, this stable enough, and is it like is it robust?" What kind of technologies you already automated? I have seen some of your examples on askUI.com. So, what are the examples that you are able to automate? Can you give us some insights on that?
Sure. So, of course, like basic web pages, like web front ends, e-commerce stores. Like the good thing is like the question regarding stable. So UIs are built for humans, which means every time you build UI and you design a button or a text field, you want the user to know that it is a button or a text field, because you want to know like where to click. And that makes it a great product actually for our computer vision approach, because then you can teach an AI pretty easily how those elements look like and to understand it. But sure, if your user won't find the button, maybe our AI also won't, because it doesn't have like learned how it should do like work as a button. And yeah, besides that, we already did like maps automation, for example, like scrolling something on Google Maps and then automatically like finding something. Or we also did it for 2D games or like games in general, where we have trained on like text element and some game assets, where you then can automate like a browser game, for example. And other than that, you can do like image analysis, look for relative positions of elements, stuff like that.
Right. Sounds really interesting. And yeah, where do you see the test automation landscape going in the near future? You have like worked like now with your own development tool, and you see, and I bet you also talk to many developers out there and test engineers. So from your standpoint, where do you see the future of automation going to be?
Yeah, so actually we started as a no-code tool, and I've learned a lot about today's no-code test automation landscape. And like what I see is there are two developments right now. One is like the rise of no-code tools, which promise to solve like every challenge you have in test automation. And they have a place here, I think, because they can be used for automation of like different kind of things and can help quite a lot. But on the other hand, I also see the development that more and more software developers are aware of test automation and look into those kind of frameworks. And also a lot of software testers learn programming right now. So there's like those two ways. One is like go no code. The other one is like only do it in code. And I think both have their places somewhere. I think it will be a mixture in the end. But it's yet open to see where this trend develops. I think it's like too early to say where like we are actually heading. Yeah, probably it's like you will need both. I think no code has its limitations, and I think it can help, but also I don't think we will get rid of testing frameworks in the future at all. Yeah, and then there's also, of course, the AI development going on. So I also think like AI is a kind of a buzzword in a lot of cases, but I think it has value for test automation as well. So we use it for element localization, but you can also use it like other tools do it for test prioritization, automatic test case creation, actually like monkey testing, stuff like that, or report analysis. Like there are a lot of different things to think of when using it. So I also think there are some very exciting years, but it's still like they promise a lot, but they have to prove that it actually works in all of those cases. So
yeah, I totally agree with you. And I also think that we will not have like this next future or like next step in the future, like when it comes to automation. I think it also highly depends on the environment where which kind of product is being developed. What is the target audience in the end? What is also the existing tech stack in a company, right? Is it easy to just switch to another tool, or is it like a longer transition period to go to the next level? And there are so many factors, but I think it's a really interesting approach that you are going to go at the moment. As I said, I have watched some of the videos on your website, and it looks really, really interesting and promising. And also I think you just released an SDK, right?
Yes, it's an early access right now, but we will actually go open source. We are preparing everything in the current sprint, so migrating from GitLab to GitHub, and also like preparing everything within 2 weeks. There will be an open source version where you can just like no email sign up, nothing. You can just try it out.
That sounds really great. Okay, thanks for the answer so far. So where can my viewers find more information about askUI and maybe also your potential future roadmap? Is there anything where they should go to, and also links that I can put into the video description?
Sure, there's always stuff. So the best place is probably our website, so askui.com. Other than that, as I mentioned, we're going to like open source on GitHub. You can check out our repository there then in the future. And we are community driven. So we have a Slack channel and a Discord channel where we post things about test automation, where we go into discussions. You can share your blog there. We share events and stuff like that. And yeah, you check out our Discord or Slack channel if you want to learn more there.
Sounds great. So I will make sure that we have all the links later on in the video description. And yeah, thank you very much for your time for today. It was a planned short interview just to give like my audience a glimpse of what askUI is offering. I think it's a really great tool that everybody should try out and to see if it's really beneficial for your use case. Maybe you can make like an easy prototype with your existing product and compare it with the existing solution. I think it's really helpful. I'm looking forward to the release of the SDK. Thank you for your time, Jonas.
All right, thank you, Daniel. It was great talking to you again.
I really hope you enjoyed the interview with Jonas today. If you would like to know more about the company askUI, make sure to follow all the links in the video description. If you liked today's video, give me a thumbs up and leave a subscription. Thank you and bye-bye.